We're back this Tuesday with more celebrations here on our channel, Legends Leaving. We've put together this video to honor the famous stars who died today, June 18th, 2024. Legendary people who made important contributions to their works and who sadly have died today. We're sorry for the family and friends lost. Peace out. First, though, we'd love it if you showed your love by liking this video and following the station by subscribing. We'll be discussing unfortunate updates regarding the American actress Sofia Vergara. Eric Cantwell was a famous Canadian film and TV director who was born in 1961 and died on June 15, 2024. Eric started making music videos for acts like Paul Pichette, Sass Jordan, Norman Iceberg, Willem Penguin, and Sylvain Cossette in the mid-1980s. He is the son of actress Yvonne Cantwell. He moved on to directing TV ads and won a number of awards for them before moving on to TV shows. He directed episodes of the Fox show Big Wolf on Campus and the Showtime show The Hunger. There were IMAX days in Miami in 2000 where Cantwell's picture Hemingway, a portrait, won the Genie Award for Best Short Documentary and the Maximum Image Award for Best 2D Picture. He was in charge of Matthew Blackheart, Monster Smasher, that same year. In 2001, he directed The Pig's Law, also known as The Loitocotion. In 2003, Red Nose Nez Rouge. In 2004, The Last Tunnel, also known as Le Dernier Tunnel. In 2005, The Outlander, also known as Le Servanat. And in 2006, Bon Cop, Bad Cop, which received a lot of praise and won a lot of awards. Cantwell directed the episode of the TV show Being Erica called Fala Erica in 2010. In 2016, he worked on the group movie 9-9, Le Film. He most recently directed the last 4 episodes of the first season of the TV show Transplant in 2020. They were called Collapse, Orphans, Relapse, and The Only Way Out is Through. Cantwell often had cameos in his own pictures. He was known for being creative and able to do many things. His work in films and TV shows was important, and he showed a lot of different types of films and TV shows that people loved. He was 63 years old when he died on June 15, 2024, from plasma cell leukemia. People in the Canadian entertainment business still remember him for the creative ways he directed and told stories. 6. Nicole Françoise Florence Dreyfus, better known as Anouk Aimée, was a famous French actor who was born on April 27, 1932, and died on June 18, 2024, of natural causes. Between 1947 and 2019, 67 years, she was in 70 films in France, Spain, Great Britain, Italy, Germany, and the United States. Aimée started acting when she was 14. She also learned dance and acting while she was in school. Her first role was in La Maison sous les Mers in 1946. Federico Fellini's 1960 film Le Dolci Vita was Aimée's big break, and it made her famous all over the world. She also played lead roles in Fellini's 8 1/2 1963, Lola 1961, and Justine 1969 by George Cukor. She became a movie icon with her role in Claude Lelouch's A Man and a Woman in 1966, which won her a Golden Globe, a BAFTA, and an Academy Award nomination. She won many awards for her acting, including the Best Actress Award at Cannes in 1980 for Leap in the Dark and an honorary Caesar Award in 2002. Empire magazine named Aimée one of the 100 sexiest movie stars of all time in 1995. She was chosen because of how beautiful she was and how mysterious she seemed. She was a famous movie actress because she often played femme fatales with a sad air. Aimée was born to actors Henry Murray and Genevieve Soria. She had a varied childhood and was raised as a Catholic before becoming a Jew. She went to different schools in France and England for a short time during WWII. Because of the emotional depth and range she showed in her early parts, she chose to go by the last name Aimée, which stands for her strong screen presence. Aimée worked on films with directors like Robert Altman and Andre Delvaux. Her shows often have a lot of emotional depth, and people all over the world connect with them. In her personal life, she was married to Nico Papakis and Albert Finney, and had a daughter named Manuela Papatakis. Anouk Aimee is remembered for being beautiful, playing in many different roles, and being very emotional. The Best Years of a Life 2019, Aimee's last movie, was a touching end to her amazing career. 5. Actress Jacqueline Lawrence died early Monday morning in Rio de Janeiro. The artist was 91 years old and was born in France. He had been in the hospital at the Regional Emergency Coordination Center in Leblon since Thursday, the 13th. According to the health unit, she had a heart attack at 2:20 a.m. A lot of people knew Lawrence from her parts in TV Globo soap operas like Dance and Days, Gerardo Sexos, and Cambalacho. Jacqueline Juliette Lawrence was born in Marseille, France in 1932. She went to Brazil as a parent and as a reporter. She also worked in this field with her nephew Bruno and her younger brother Michel, who died in 2014. In an interview with Heloisa Tolopen's website in January, she said that she felt more Brazilian than French, even though she never became a naturalized Brazilian citizen. The government in Brazil was one reason she didn't become a citizen. Then I got older, and now wasn't the time for me to become a citizen. I'm French is not something I say always. I'm Brazilian, not American. It's possible for people to disagree, but she said, I don't care. She never got married and didn't have any kids. She also said that the boyfriend she had ended up being just that boyfriend. She played a lot of elegant and high-class women in films. She laughed. It was really hard for me to lose my accent. Dance and Days, Guerra dos Sexos, Cambalacho, Top Model, O Dono do Mundo, Salsa y Merengue, Senhora do Destino, and Babylonia were some of the soap operas she was in at TV Globo. Salve Quem Puder was her last movie part. In the 1980s, Jacqueline led the Bastaro, which was one of the most important theater groups in Rio de Janeiro, and helped new artists like Miguel Guilherme Caram and Mauro Rossi get noticed. 4. Teresa Taylor was an American singer and actress who was born November 10, 1962, and died June 18th. She was also known as Teresa Nervosa. She was best known as the drummer for the experimental rock band Butthole Surfers. Taylor was born in Arlington, Texas, and started playing the drums in high school marching bands in the Fort Worth and Austin areas. She played with King Coffee, who would later become a Surfers drummer. Taylor played one of the two drums for Butthole Surfers from 1983 to 1989, with a short break from late 1985 to 1986. She and Coffee played drums at the same time on different stand-up kits. Key Surfers records like Psychic, Powerless, Another Man's Sack, Rembrandt, Pussy Horse, and Locust Abortion Technician all have her unique drumming on them. After Taylor quit the band in 1989, he was told he had a tumor and had surgery on his brain. There were also seizures that were caused by flashing lights. Taylor played a woman selling a pap smear from Madonna in Richard Linklater's 1990 movie Slacker, which was a small but memorable part. Her role as Pabst smear pusher became famous and was shown on the movie's ad and home video covers. Coffee told people in 1995 that Taylor worked at the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired and was writing a book about her time playing with the Butthole Surfers. In 2007, she lived in Austin and made songs with Gibby Haynes. She joined the Butthole Surfers again in 2008 for a tour in 2009. Taylor said in November 2021 that she had been told she had end-stage lung cancer. A year later, she wrote on Facebook that she was going to die soon and thanked and loved her friends. Taylor died in her sleep on June 18, 2018, when she was 60 years old. Her partner, Cheryl Curtis, said she died sober and clean. Taylor and Coffee often talked about each other as if they were brothers, but they weren't. This was just a myth that spread because they looked so much alike. 3. Jeremy Tepper was born in 1963 and passed away on June 14, 2024. He was 61 years old. Jeremy Tepper is a complex person who is best known for having a big impact on the music business, especially in the alternative country and Americana music scenes. Tepper started his work as a musician. He started the important band, the world-famous Blue Jays, which was a mainstay in the alternative country scene of the 1990s. His deep love for music and its history helped him get into a lot of important roles in the business. Tepper is also a well-known and recognized music editor and journalist. In addition to his musical work, he was the editor of No Depression, the first alternative country magazine, which was very important in creating and pushing the genre. His work as a journalist gave new artists a place to show their work and made the alt-country scene more well-known. Tepper has done a lot more than just write and act. He has also been a big deal in satellite radio. As a host and program head for Sirius XM, he chose and played a lot of different kinds of music, which made the listening experience better for a lot of different kinds of people. His show, Outlaw Country, is known for its wide range of styles and in depth looks into the history of country music. Because Jeremy Tepper is so dedicated to preserving and promoting the rich history of alternative country and Americana, he has had a lasting impact on the music industry. He is a respected figure among both artists and fans. 2. Maria Rosario Zuniga Garcia was a famous Mexican actor who was born on February 24, 1964, and died on June 18th. She worked in movies, TV shows, and plays for more than 30 years. Born in Mexico City, Zuniga's first role was as a kid in the 1975 movie Los Supervivientes de los Andes. She went to school for acting and graduated from the Escuela Nacional de Arte Teatral at the Instituto Nacional de Bellas Artes y Literatura. She then went on to graduate from the Centro Universitario de Estudios Cinematográficos. Zuniga is a well-known member of the National Theater Company of Mexico. In 1992, she became famous for her part as a bad girl in the telenovela De Frente al Sol. She has been in more than 30 stage productions and more than 15 telenovelas over the course of her work. She started directing in 1997, when she took charge of an episode of the TV show Hotel Paraíso. Later, she started directing plays as well. In addition to being an artist, Zuniga fought for equal rights for women. Her work in lobbying and the arts will be remembered for a long time. Maria Rosario Zuniga Garcia died on June 18th at the age of 59. She was a famous Mexican actress and activist for peace. 1. Anthony Michael Brumley was an American professional baseball player in Major League Baseball MLB. He was born April 9th, 1963, and died June 15th, 2024. He was mostly a shortstop. The Cubs, the Detroit Tigers, the Seattle Mariners, the Boston Red Sox, the Houston Astros, and the Oakland Athletics were all teams that Brumley played for from 1987 to 1995. He was known for being able to play every position except pitcher and catcher. He was a switch hitter and threw right-handed. In 1989, his best season was with the Tigers. He played in 92 games, had 212 at-bats, scored 33 runs, hit 42 balls, hit 5 doubles, drove in 11 runs, and stole 4 bases. On February 12, 1988, the Cubs sent Brumley and Keith Moreland to the Padres in exchange for Goose Gossage and Ray Hayward. Later, on January 10, 1990, he was moved from the Tigers to the Orioles in exchange for Larry Sheets. However, he was let go before playing in a regular season game with Baltimore. In 295 games with the Major League Baseball team, Brumley hit .206 with 3 home runs and 38 RBIs. The Salt Lake Stingers were managed by Brumley from 2002 to 2004 and had a record of 202 to 229. From 2005 to 2007, he was the minor league field coordinator for the Texas Rangers. In 2008, he was the manager of the Ogden Raptors, and in 2009, he worked in the Los Angeles Dodgers system. In 2010, Brumley was hired as the third base coach for the Seattle Mariners. He later switched to being the first base coach. He became an assistant hitting coach for the Cubs in 2014, but was fired at the end of the season. With the Atlanta Braves from 2018 to 2022, Brumley was in charge of hitting in the lower leagues. He was 61 years old when he died in a car accident near Jackson, Mississippi on June 15, 2024. Brumley was the son of catcher Mike Brumley and has made a name for himself in baseball by being dedicated and having an effect on the game. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about a deadly rumor that circulated on social media. A Facebook post stating Sofia Vergara died went viral. This news quickly spread, generating a wave of sadness and tributes from fans around the world. However, fortunately, this information is nothing more than an unfounded rumor. The famous Colombian-American actress Sofia Vergara, who is best known for her part on Modern Family, has been open about having health problems in the past. Vergara was 28 years old when she was told she had thyroid cancer in 2000. Even though she and her family were shocked by the news, she faced the task head-on. Vergara had surgery to remove her thyroid gland and then radiation treatment with iodine. She will need to take medicine for the rest of her life to control her hypothyroidism, a condition in which the body doesn't make enough thyroid hormones. She has kept a positive attitude and a busy lifestyle despite this. Because Vergara had cancer and dealt with its effects, she is now an advocate for health understanding. She has talked in public about how important it is to find problems early and get regular checkups. Her story shows how important it is to take charge of your health and not ignore possible warning signs. Along with her fight with thyroid cancer, Vergara has been open about other health problems she has had and how they have affected her life and work. Many people are inspired by how open she is about her problems and successes, which shows how strong and determined. Vergara's work continues to bring attention to thyroid health and cancer. She uses her fame to teach others and help people who are going through similar things. Her story shows how strong she is and how important it is to keep going, even when things get hard.